Not sure if I've actually said this before, but I love Hyrule Warriors. If I was stuck on an island and could only play one game to keep me occupied, I'd probably choose this because it's a lot of fun and there's so much to do, even before all the DLC was released. The only thing that kind of annoys me is having to wait for a boss to do a particular move that allows you to stun it. Sometimes it can take bloody ages and gets really frustrating when they do other moves over and over again and there's nothing you can do but stand around like an absolute lemon. Luckily there's one way round it. If you have a full magic meter, you can do a focus spirit attack which knocks bosses and captains over, revealing their weak point, and it's these we'll be looking at today. There's not really much to judge them on, so it's pretty much just going to be a case of how awesome they look, but I will be taking into consideration things like how much range they have to affect multiple captains or bosses. But mostly it'll be the awesome factor, so there won't be a lot to say about them. As per usual, one weapon per character per list. This is my opinion, yours might be different, be nice, buy me beer, blah blah blah, let's go. True form Midna's mirror. Before the release of Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess was my favourite Zelda game, so maybe I'm a tad biased with this one, but True Form Midna's Focus Spirit Attack is a great callback to the heart-wrenching post-credit scene from Twilight Princess, and I always think back to that scene every time I see this. Gets me every time. Linkle's boots. Granted, there's probably not a lot you could do with this one, but seeing as she has some pretty snazzy moves, it's a shame all she does is perform a few kicks. She doesn't even incorporate the lightning ability of the boots into it. She tries to be Chun-Li, but she fails. Skull Kid's Ocarina. He kicks the moon at them. He couldn't have done it any better. Skull Kid has some sweet moves and uses Tattling Tail well to destroy your enemies, but when I saw him use the moon as a football and punt it at the target, I had to laugh. It's brilliant and never gets old. Yiga's frame. Granted, he's attacking with a picture frame, but that's no excuse for such a sucky attack. The frame comes out, does a sort of pulse thing, and that's your lot. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe there's something I haven't interpreted properly, but from what I can see, it just sucks. Midna's shackle. One of my longtime favourite characters, and this is another great nod to Twilight Princess, wearing the fused shadow and turning into whatever the hell that thing is, and ramming the spear into the ground. It's really awesome, but again, possibly biased due to Twilight Princess. Love that game. The King's Sail. It's all well and good that the King uses a sail to attack, but when he uses his Focus Spirit attack, he just lifts it up and slams it down. There might be a small bit of a wind effect or something, but there's no water, no boat transformation, nothing. It's just up, down, done. Might be a good cure for insomnia. Lana's spear. just fun. I love Lana, she's a great character and this is just perfect for her personality. Calling up a Deku Tree Sprout and riding it Jousting style into the onslaught. The wink she does at the start, the slow-mo, camera angle, all spot on and I can't help but smile. Medli's Rito Harp. I'm sorry Medli, I really am, but you really don't have much going for you, as once again you're on my hated list. She rushes forward a bit, yells, and then knocks off for lunch. I don't expect her to call upon Valoo to rain down fire and brimstone on them, but actually yes I do, that would be awesome. It's that part of the video where we take a look at a few honourable mentions. Warning, the following clip contains high quantities of awesomeness and as a result will only be shown once for your safety. If you are unable to fully absorb the sheer amount of awesomeness emanated, side effects can include confusion, becoming disagreeable and annoyance, so viewer discretion is advised. And now is the part where we look at a few dishonourable mentions. Darunia's Hammer. Darunia is a powerhouse and he has a giant fire hammer, so what does he do? Punches the floor. Seriously, he's built like a tank, great, we get that, but he has an awesome weapon that spews fire. Not only does he not use it, but his punch is pathetic. Genius! So there's my top 5 loved and hated Focus Spirit attacks. Let me know what you thought as well as your own top 5 lists. There's a link to my Twitter page in the description where you can keep up to date on upcoming videos and other random stuff I tweet about. Not sure where to take the Hyrule Warriors top 5 series now, so if you have any suggestions by all means get in touch. So until then, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it and see you next time.